Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. Some people are concerned about the safety of chemicals dropped on the fires in Sequatchie County over the weekend.
Well, the Tennessee Forestry Division used a bright red fire retardant to help extinguish the flames. Our Madison Sims checked in with an expert to find out more. Madison.
Greg, Cindy, Phos-Chek is the brand of fire retardant used to extinguish this weekend's fires in Sequatchie County. And despite its chemical makeup, the Tennessee Division of Forestry says it poses very little threat to resident safety.
A fire in Sequatchie County burned nearly 600 acres on Sunday. Megan Carpenter with the Tennessee Division of Forestry says over 30 non-residential structures and 16 homes were threatened by the fire.
When that is the situation, we put a lot of work and effort into trying to protect those, because those are people's not literal lives, but they're figurative lives there that are at risk.
Because of the risk of major property damage, the United States Forest Service provided a helicopter to drop water over the area and a tanker with a fire retardant called Phos-Chek, a product Carpenter says is only used in dire situations.
They basically coat the fuels and make it much harder for those fuels to burn, which then slows down the movement of the fire, giving us time to put in those fire lines to protect the things that are at risk.
The product is made up of water, fertilizer, and red coloring, and she says it has no long-term health effects in humans, but if not properly applied, can negatively impact aquatic life.
There are some concerns about it being in waterways. And so in order to avoid those impacts, we don't do retardant drops over waterways.
Phos-Chek leaves behind a red residue, something she says helps firefighters determine where it's been used. But if residents see the powder on their properties, they shouldn't be alarmed.
You want to look for that red and just make sure it's not on your veggies that you're bringing in the house. But generally speaking, it does not. Studies show that it doesn't cause any long-term health issues for people.
Carpenter says if you're concerned about produce that you've recently planted, the retardant won't have an effect on new growth. Now we'll keep you updated with the latest on the state of the fire in our Local 3 News app. In the studio, I'm Madison Sims.